Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Finite MTG, and today we are back with, unfortunately, what I'm expecting to be one of my last Chaos drafts here, for this season at least. So let's dive right into it, start reading some cards. 4 mana, I don't think this card is good. Leonin Battle Mage, I do think this card is pretty nice. 4 mana 2/3, you get to pump something, and then if you play a spell, you get to untap it, do it again. 5 mana Affinity for Swamp Sphere, always nice. Echoing Truth, totally fine. Grimclaw Bats, good as well. I think the Battle Mage is the best card in the pack, but there are definitely some good black cards here. I could see a world maybe where I wheel the bats if somebody else picks the Dross Golem. Yeah, let's just pick up this Battle Mage and move along. Somehow managed to get myself all the way up to 10 trophies in this format, despite the fact that I do have school pretty frequently. Okay, so Claim to Fame, nothing special. The Obelisk Spider is pretty good, but I'm pretty far away from black-green right now. So I think I'm just going to take this Aerial Guide. Totally solid card. Doesn't really commit me to anything either. Nice Blue Desert in the pack. Reed Stalker is probably pretty good in this format. Traveler's Amulet's always nice. And I do think probably Amulet is like the number 2 consideration here, just because fixing is so important in a format where it's so scarce. But I'm just going to take the Aerial Guide. I will worry about fixing once I have something to do. I'd rather just take the most powerful cards in each color right now to try to figure out where I'm supposed to be. Alright, what do we have in this pack? It's probably not anything too exciting. It is a Cold Snap pack. Got 3 mana 2/1 First Strike. 4 mana bounce spell with Ripple, which doesn't really do anything. The 4 or more snow permanence thing is not good. This card is pretty scary, but I don't think we're realistically, I don't think we're realistically turning that on. 2 mana 2/2 is okay. 6 mana 4/4 trample's fine. I think I actually like this thing. 5 mana 3/3, and if they block it, you draw 2 cards. It's another blue card, and other than that, I mean, 3 mana 2/1 First Strike, 6 mana 4/4, 2 mana 2/2, they're all like relatively playable cards. But I think this thing is okay. I'm willing to try it out. Okay, so now we've got a Thornbite Staff. I think I'm pretty likely to pick that up here. It's very slow, but pinging can be quite the strong effect in Chaos. I don't think I have any Shamans just yet. Cat Wizard, Drake, Yeti Mutant. It's always important to keep track of creature types in Chaos. There are a lot of tribal synergies going around. Elvish Warrior, definitely a solid 2-drop, but yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Staff. I'm not sure exactly how good the card is, but as Kenny the Pig likes to say, ping is king, and yeah, there's just not a whole lot else in this pack. Okay. So in this pack, let's see. Skirk Drill Sergeant, I remember that one, I think, from Vintage Masters. Lowland Tracker is probably okay. I don't think it's very exciting. I think the best card in the pack is probably this Soot Feather Flock, so I think I'm just going to take that one. The Hundroog is probably fine. Maybe a little worse than fine, but still okay. But yeah, I like flyers a good amount, and being able to attack in the air for 3 on turn 4, if you morph and then unmorph, is just totally fine, I think. The white cards I do not think are exciting enough for me to try to stay in white. But we are definitely going to stay in white now as we get past this Guardian of the Guild Pact. So this thing is pretty stupid. Protection from monocolored means protection from most of the stuff in the format. So 4 mana 2/3 unblockable, 4 mana 2/3 that can't be killed, etc. Not to mention it can be equipped because this is colorless. So all of a sudden we have a pretty strong incentive to try to play white here. I think this card is pretty dumb and it should not be in this pack at this point. Okay, what do we have in this one? 3 mana 3/3 Bushido 1. You're gonna like lose control of it or something. 2 mana 2/1. You can pump its toughness. This actually seems fine. It's kind of tough to make a trade for it. There's nothing in blue, obviously, and yeah, just make sure I read this thing correctly. Yeah, do not want to play a card that I just cannot retain control of. Yeah, this seems awful. So yeah, I think this thing is really not completely abysmal, and that's pretty much where we want to be. 2-drops are really hard to pick up, good 2-drops that is, in this format, so happy to get one there. Ooh, one of my favorite cards, the Healer's Headdress. So this is a pretty innocuous seeming card, but when you're in white and you pick up the Headdress, you can really go to town, just making combat as difficult as possible for your opponents. Whoa, why is this thing over in the non-creature spells? Yeah, the Headdress, it's a card that in a lot of these 5th Dawn packs I would be happy to take very early, and I'm very happy to get it here late. Okay, in this pack, trying to see if there's anything I'd be willing to play here. 4 mana 2/1 flyer is a little too bad, I think, even for me, and I'm really, I really do not have very high standards for flyers. You really have to lower your standards, I think, for this format, but still think it's the most playable card, so we'll take it. Razaketh's Right is kind of cool. I think I'd rather just take Jeru's Renunciation. Pretty high chance it makes my deck at this point, just because it has cycling and because it's on color. Gilded Ceradon, totally fine. Blur of Blades, not bad. But yeah, I think I'd rather just take this thing. I'm not sure blue is that open. We only picked up a couple blue cards that pack, so by trying to commit myself more to white, I think I give myself more flexibility in terms of my second color. So I still think the Jotun Grunt is more or less unplayable. This Carpulsan Wolverine is maybe the best card in this pack, so we can pick this up. Let's see. If you control a wizard, draw a card. I think we have at least one wizard. Got a cleric over here, and yeah, only one so far. Could just take a goblin piker on the other hand. I think this thing is okay. Just picking up a bad 2-drop is something you need to do, I think, quite a bit in this format. 1 mana 1/1 provoke, or this thing. Let's just take the provoke guy. These cards both are quite bad. There are almost no targets for this, so that doesn't really work. And yeah, okay, Inner Fire. So yeah, definitely committed to white. We can probably try to do. We can try to pivot off of blue if we need to here. Not really sold on this. Yeah, it seems pretty slow. It might be good, but I'm not sure I want to take the chance. This thing is kind of fun. This is before Devotion, I guess. So 3 mana 2/2 flyer, unless you can figure out how to get the tokens off. There's Sen's Enlistment too, which I think is fine. Also, Harvest Gwillion. Flame Jab has really impressed me. I think I just want to take the flyer, if that's not insane. The Stalker Hag seems pretty good. I do think Sen's Enlistment is pretty strong. We already do have a couple 4 mana cards though, and I think I'm just going to take this flyer, but it could be wrong. I could see the Enlistment being better in this spot. Okay, now in this pack, 7 mana 8/8, that's pretty big. 6 mana 5/5, 5 mana 4/4, that's more like it for Chaos. Might just be taking the Priests of Norn here. There's also Mirror Turbine. 5 mana, make a 1/1 every turn. Is that good enough? 5 mana for a 1/1 every turn. Can chump block forever, can get you out from a bad spot. I think I am going to take it here. It's pretty clunky. If we pick up... No, realistically, we're never going to make 5 mirror with this thing, right? I think it's still okay, though. It's going to give me some good double blocks. It's nice to make some tokens with the healer's headdress. I just want to try out the card and see if it's any good. I know about how good Priests of Norn is. Okay. So now, easily the best card in this pack is the Crested Herd color. There's a solid red card in the Goblin Trailblazer, but I do think I'm just going to take the Herd color here. I'm not committed to blue, so if there's a world where green is just that open, I will try to play green from the spot, though I do think it's only going to be open this one direction. That said, the Goblin Trailblazer is not very exciting, so I don't think I'm really losing out on anything. I mean, the Trailblazer's good, don't get me wrong, but the rest of my red is not. Okay, I think we are back to the plan from before. I think I'm just going to take this Cloaked Siren out of this pack. 8 mana, 10/10. That's like kind of fun, I guess. This thing is probably pretty solid. Except for the part where you need to play an enchantment for this to happen, so it's really only happening the turn you play it. And I think this is just a good cost and stats for a flyer. Johnny's Presence is probably fine, Oppressive Raise is probably fine, but I do like my flyers quite a bit in this format, so. Ooh, now we have a Breeze Keeper, another fine card. Warrior's Honor does not seem amazing to me. What does this do? Vampiric Tutor in the pack, by the way. Okay, that's unplayable. This card's actually quite good. 3 mana 2/2 haste flanking. You should be picking up this card earlier, whoever's in red. I don't think we're in black. I don't think we can really do this, but yeah, I think I am going to try to take the Breeze Keeper. It's a little like a 4 mana 2/4 flyer in that it hits for 4 every other turn, or I guess maybe a better way of putting it is it's like you have to exert it to attack and then it can't block. So, yeah. Yeah, not too much in white here, which is pretty surprising, given how open white was in pack 1. But nothing we can really do about that now. Okay, a couple good off-color cards here. I mean, Guildpact is not really known for having amazing mono-white cards. There's a Pyromatics, which is pretty nice. Steamcore Weird, Solana Starfletcher. I think I'm going to take the Pyromatics. If there's any world where we end up in red rather than blue, but I don't really think that's going to happen. I think it's better than the Rabble Rouser, though. And I don't think I'm ever playing this Lionheart Maverick card. Just looks terrible to me. Okay. Ooh, definitely some good red cards in this pack. We've got a late Rage Form, late Goblin Heel Cutter, some pretty medium white cards if I want to stay on plan. I don't think I can cut the white. Let's see, 4 mana, draw a card, and then gives it +1/+1. So I think Soul Summons is the like responsible pick here, and then the greedy pick is like a Heel Cutter. I don't think my red is good enough to go into. Like I have a couple playables maybe, but I think in pack well, I'll take the Soul Summons, but that was actually pretty close. Wow. Okay, this is an extremely late Brazen Wolves, and I'm not taking there's nothing important here that I'm passing, so I'm just gonna snap it off. And now at this point, I think if we see a couple red cards in pack 3, we legitimately are pretty likely to switch. This is a very late Flame Jab. Okay, I guess we're playing red. Battlegate Mimic, nothing exciting, and we've already got our share of Goblin Pikers. So yeah, now I think we're actively going to try to play red. 6 mana 4/4 might be playable. We do have a couple equipments for this thing. But it just is stone nothing if we don't draw them. I guess it's still more likely to make the deck than that. Is that true? Yeah, I think so. Wow, extremely late. We could take the Relentless Raptor too, but yeah, I'm just gonna pick up this Trailblazer here. And I don't think this thing is really playable, but we can take it anyway. And yeah, it looks like red was the color to be in all along. Goblin Recruiter. Put them on top of your library. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to take this Tremor for the sideboard. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So now Flame Jab in, Brazen Wolves in, Pyromatics in. Try to play this. This card could be okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to try not to play blue here, just because we have some sick red. Okay, I think Volcano Hellion is pretty great, if I remember correctly. Let's cut all the red cards here. Or, I'm sorry, all the blue cards. Get the Grappler in, probably get this Bearer in. Yeah, I think this thing is great. Yeah. Yeah, I think this thing is just very good. There's also a Dead and Gone in the pack. I don't think this thing is good. I think it's quite bad. But yeah, the Hellion looks pretty nice to me. Got to fix the curve here. This is a 3-mana card. Pyromatics is over here. I'm not sure about this Bearer card. I guess I mean, it's an 8-mana 10/10, so if we get to 8 mana, it's probably good enough. Kind of wish I had that 3-mana 2/2 haste flanking right now. Jeez. Let's see, 4-mana, or no, 3-mana 2/2 doesn't do anything spectacular. 2-mana 1/1 cares about the wrong colors. Does have first strike, but I don't think that's good enough. Horned Kavu is kind of fun, so I guess I just have to take this pretty unexciting Aurora Griffin out of the pack. I'm okay with that. This thing is pretty good, if I remember correctly. Yeah, all these Battle Mages I think are pretty nice. So now we have a Venerable Monk, a Bandage, Craven Giant. I think I'm taking the Venerable Monk. It's really not an exciting card. Couple good black cards in the pack with the Foul Imp and the Deathstroke. Where are all the great red cards? Yeah, let's just take this Monk. Okay. This card seems pretty solid to me. Each player sacrifices and... Nope. Punish the enemy could be fine too. We don't have much in the way of removal. Try to wheel this thing. I'm not sure how likely that is, but there are a couple other red-white cards that people are maybe a little more likely to take, and right now we're a bit low on playables, so I think it's fine to get a bit greedy here. I tried to wheel a Debt to the Deathless before by taking a Rakdos Drake, actually, and it worked, so there's a chance this works too. Hulking Ogre, that's a pretty good 3-drop. Capuchin Standard, Flame Jet, But yeah, pretty happy to pick up an Ogre here. This card is actually solid, I think. 5 mana, 5/2, and then you can turn it into a 5 mana, 5/5, specifically in red-white. So, I think I'm good with that. Yeah, definitely we were supposed to be in red here. A little unfortunate that we caught onto that so late, but better late than never, of course. This card's quite good, so we're going to take it. The toolbox is probably playable, but I like the land quite a bit. Ooh, Keldon Megaliths. I also like this card. It's going to make us play off curve, but we're not really passing anything for it. It's another strong card if you can get it going. We are at 21-ish playables right now. Hope we don't have to play something like this. It's not going to take too much to get us there to 23 if we wheel that red-white 2/2 guy and Just pick up like one other card here or there. These cards are all bad. Guess I'll take this. These cards, I just don't think either of them is playable. Just move that over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think these cards are playable, so we'll take this for the sideboard. Bandage could be okay. Craven Giant probably can't be that good. Might still take the Craven Giant, just have not been impressed by Bandage. See if we can wheel that red-white card. It's probably pretty unlikely. Wow, we did it. Okay. Easy. We had enough playables all along. What are you talking about? And then, yeah, we can just... I don't think this matters at all, but... Hate draft this. Hate draft this. Look at our many unplayables in the sideboard. This thing might actually make an appearance, unfortunately. Training Drone, I don't think is going to make it with only 2 equipment. With 3, I think I would play it, but we already have plenty of 3 drops too, so we don't need one that just sits there and does nothing. The Drill Skimmer might be better than the Craven Giant. Not sure about that. This thing's playable-ish. And yeah, again, this thing could make an appearance. I don't think any of these cards are playable though, otherwise. Probably not. The lands are going to make it in. Just going to have to look this through and make some cuts. So I like this thing. This thing's good enough. These are all good. Probably have to play this even though I'm not excited about the card. Yeah, might be same with the Bearer. Maybe we just don't play it. Staff, yeah. This is a creature. This makes the deck. I think we can take these two. Or play these two. So now we can move these guys over. We're going to cut 2 of these 5 cards, so I'm going to be adding 3 back. Curve doesn't look horrendous. I don't think we can play the Bearer. Maybe if we end up playing a game that goes really late. We do have a Mirror Turbine and a Thornbite Staff to make things go a little late. This thing is so good. It's like just a removal spell that deals you a bit of damage, or it's like some kind of Flame Tongue Kavu if you're able to pay the Echo. This could be reasonable. This could also be reasonable. Not sure exactly how good this thing is. I don't really have any combat tricks in this deck. Guess I have the Healer's Headdress. I don't think that really counts though. 4 mana, 2/1 flyer. 4 4-mana cards, 3 5-mana cards. I think I could just leave the Grappler and the Bearer in the sideboard, get a tiny bit greedy with the Skimmer, but not so greedy that I'm playing an 8-mana 10/10. And we can just change things up if these cards aren't working for this deck. This deck really is missing some combat tricks, but we do have some decent cards. 9/8. I wonder if this thing is the difference. I think 9/8 is probably okay. This is my only double white card. So 8, and then cut 2 of these. And yeah, 15, 17. add the ghost, add the lands, and yeah, looks fine. I think this deck is solid. It could do potentially pretty well, but don't want to get my hopes up just yet. So we'll see you back for round number 1. Alright, we're back with round number 1. We would love to play first with this deck. We're going to keep this hand. Lead on a G2 encampment here. Important to play plains turn 2 in case we draw the double white card. Got a turn 1 mana dork for me? Ooh, this thing. That card's pretty good. Healer's Headdress into play, and we do get to hit for 4 here. Presumably this thing's going to attack, and they won't have a good blocker for a 4/4 haste. Oh, interesting. No attacks. Well, I will try to make this trade. I think, actually, maybe I'll just use the Headdress. Yeah, let's try to get value out of this thing later. Pretty weird. Pretty weird that they didn't attack with that. So opponent either missing a color here or mono green somehow. That thing is pretty annoying versus this. Okay. Fairly happy about this. Now we get to serve with this thing. These are going to trade, presumably. Wow, they're just taking it. Okay. Did not see that coming. So now we're going to equip. Not totally sure it matters where, but I'll equip here, I guess. Guess it was better to equip here post-combat, so they, or I'm sorry, pre-combat, so they don't have the ability to block here. Yeah, no, that was actually a lot better. Let's see. I think I'm just going to play a plains, attack with this thing. And if they block with the Death Toucher, we can just re-equip and prevent a damage to it. Seems pretty good to me. Otherwise, I'm fine trading for one of their things. Okay, I don't really know what's going on here. +2/+2. So that's a 4/5. Yeah, there's no way I can save this thing. Okay, you got me, I guess. Oh, target permanent becomes white. It doesn't say in addition to its other colors, which means if they play a red card for this, I think we can get rid of that. Could have been better to play the Hulking Ogre out this turn, but I just wanted to spend my mana efficiently. Yeah, I guess the Hulking Ogre is the only creature that really can attack. Sure. So I guess they're green-black. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I guess I didn't tap very well. In fact, I tapped almost as poorly as possible here. I should have left up double white for the headdress. Hopefully it won't matter, but still. Okay. So right now they have 6 power. Yeah, 6 power of flying, which means, yeah, I can prevent a damage here, I can pump this for 1, then I can move this over. And what is that? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I, yeah, so if I play this pre-combat, this actually works. Well, I think this is the best way to tap. So then we pump this thing. They gain a life, that's fine. Attack for 3. Okay, I wonder if they have a combat trick here or not. But yeah, let's do this. And then let's prevent a damage here. And then let's move this over here. And pump this up. Oh, did I count wrong? Oh no, because I prevented a damage to it. No, we're good. Ooh. Okay, for a second I thought I messed that up. Maybe I did by not playing the planes, but always happy to get a 1 for 0 there. Alright, the opponent had enough. Power of the Healer's Headdress. It's a good card, and nobody knows how it works, including me there, as I forget that I prevented a damage. I think I'm just going to run this back. I think all of these cards are worse than what we're already doing. Maybe this thing's okay. I think I'm just going to run this back, though. Looked like the Thornbite Staff would have been pretty good. They showed me a few X1s, I think. Ooh, the Mirror Turbine. Excited to see if this thing's any good. An Odious Trow. Okay. Goblin Trailblazer. It's a nice one. the rats. I don't think I need triple white for anything, except for maybe this, ironically. I think I actually want to just play this, so it blocks both of their dorks. Ooh, if we ever manifest the Bloodied Ghost, we can flip it over and suddenly it's a 3-mana 3/3 flyer. Pretty marginal upside, but still an interesting one. This thing is not too scary. Sure. This card was a good draw. I think we're going to be able to outvalue them here with the Mirror Turbine. Unless they have a way to destroy it. Sure. They're going to gain infinite life from this thing now, it looks like. But I'm not too worried about that. Maybe next turn we flip this over and start beating in the air. No, I mean the turn after the Mirror Turbine. Okay, well now it's going to trade with this, which is annoying. Yeah, they're going to be at a very high life total because of this turbine. Or we could just flame jab this, but we can just do that next turn. No need to pump anything here. I mean, we can, but it doesn't do anything. Do I want to attack with this? Maybe an attack with this thing is actually pretty good. Sure. Yeah, turn it into a 4/3, maybe eat a couple creatures. Probably just take the damage here. Deal. Yeah. So I can pump this, but 4/3 still trades, so no reason to. Undying. Okay, well, we are not going to assign damage to that, I guess. So that's a fun trick, if you know how to do it. So I can just deal all the damage here, and then the thing that now has Undying is just going to live. And they just wasted their Undying card. And we get to keep a card in hand. Bloodthirst. That's funny. So they have a 5-mana 2/3. Maybe it's better to flame jab the Trow because it has regenerate. Right now they're tapped out. If we draw a land, we can do both, of course. Nice. So now I don't think it matters which order we do this in, but I guess I will pump this thing. And we'll flame jab again here. Yeah, this is just a completely fair card. Okay, now we get to attack for 3, pump it to 4 if we need to. Make another mirror. That's not going to work. Well, I appreciate you doing that, opponent, because now I will just do this. Okay. Pretty happy about an attack here. I don't think we need to chump it either. So now we get to, let's just play this thing. Get to pump one of these. Attack for 4, and if they block either of them, we get to pretty much get them. Okay. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what the opponent's doing here, but I think it is pretty much irrelevant. Alright, they had enough. Yeah, so pretty good cards in this one when we get going. Alright, we are back with round number 2. Looks like we are on the draw. Okay hand here, 3 lands, couple 5-mana cards, but I think that is acceptable. They're passing. Yeah, I think we're just going to use this Soul Summons here. Maybe. No, I think that's probably fine. I was wondering whether or not the Banneret could have been better. Ooh, we do get to flip this thing over. Manowar it. Dang. Okay, well, we're just going to replay it here. Ooh, Guardian of the Guild Pact. That's going to be pretty nice. Opponent gets to attack for 2 pretty freely. Let's hope they don't have any multicolored answers. Okay. Like to draw 1 more land here for the rest of the game. Preferably like next turn though. Soldier spells cost 1 less to cast, so this costs 2 mana now. Is this a soldier? That's a spirit. Yeah, I need to pay a little more attention to these creature types just in case. Okay, taking 2. This card's pretty annoying. Shipwreck Moray. You got it. I think I either want to go for a punish or the Mirror Turbine here. I think I just want to attack with this Hulking Ogre, and if the opponent wants to blow themselves out, okay, if they don't do anything here, yeah, then that happens. put the turbine into play. Might have to punish on the flyer here, or just trade the griffin for the flyer. Okay. Ooh, and making target permanent white actually works for pro monocolored too. Dang, they had a way to kill this. Yeah, they had a 3-color answer to it. Well, that's annoying for sure. Okay, now I think I have to make a 1/1, block the moray. If they want to use an energy to kill it, I think that's fine by me. They do want to, sure. Okay, now get to play 2 blockers here. Their deck looks pretty good so far. Not sure what they do about this Mirror Turbine though. The 4 lands, one of all the colors they need, and then stop is working out pretty well for them. Okay, they kill that. Fairly happy about that, I think. Okay, make another 1/1. Bounce land, okay. We don't have enough mana for both of these. This is difficult. I think I need to attack with both. I think I'm just trying to burn them out with this punish. Don't know if I can realistically win this game. Yeah, free attack there, of course, so makes sense that they block. I don't think I need to play the land out here for any reason. Okay, I'm just going to take the 4. That thing's pretty annoying. I don't have white mana just yet, but... okay. Well, I'm not totally sure how we're winning this game currently. Let's not forget to make a 1/1 here. That was a little too close. Ooh, Volcano Hellion. Yeah, I don't feel great about using this thing to put myself to 2 life. I think I'm just gonna play land, pass with the Mirror Turbine and the punish up. assuming that they don't have white mana in their deck, which maybe is not a safe assumption. Okay, kind of an annoying attack for me here. Maybe we do this on blocks, and we can punish the enemy on either of them. Probably the 2/4 at this point. Okay. Sure. Now we kill this. Okay. So we could play the Hellion. Guess now I'm gonna go for it. It feels pretty bad, but just in case. Do I die to a removal spell if I do this? I mean, I die to any burn spell if I kill this thing. This is really difficult. So, that just puts me like dead to anything. I think I have to count on them not having white mana here. Sure. Oh, they wouldn't play that card unless they, well, probably, unless they had white mana. So I might be in a lot of trouble now. Trailblazer, sure. Hope I didn't mess up by doing that. Hope they're just Grixis. Ooh, there we go. Now we just need something with flying, maybe? Also, the, did I play a land earlier? Because Flame Jab could eventually win me this game. What else do I have? Pyromatics. That would be pretty good. Thornbite Staff just wins me the game, I think. So we do have a few ways of pinging them to death, it looks like. And maybe even the Jeru's Renunciation, tapping down the wall, could win me the game. Jilt. 2 damage to another target creature. So they're dealing me 2 damage. Sure. Oh. Wait, what? Yikes, okay. that happens, I guess. You can play the wall. Sure. Venerable Monk, not awful here. Man, was not expecting straight up damnation. Fear. Okay. The Skimmer. This thing is able to kill them pretty quickly here. And it has Shroud too, I forgot about that. Okay, I think we're taking this damage. So next turn we can quad block with Mirror. Ooh, that's scary. Yep. Yep. This is pretty scary stuff. So now I have to start jumping with these Mirror. I have to play the mountain. Or no, I have to hold the mountain. My bad. Said that wrong. This thing having Shroud, though, might be good enough to get me there. Okay. Gotta block, or we die. Got a lot of outs here. Whoa. Okay. Did not see that coming. Let's just draw Pyromatics. Healer's Headdress. That's also pretty good. Oh, but it has Shroud. Dang. Can't do anything about that then. Well, I guess we're just going to play this out. Let's see. Just equip. Equip here, I guess. Close game. My goodness. So they kill a 1/1. Yep. Technically, I could have moved this over to save it. Yeah, maybe that was better. Let's see. If I go to block here, I can try to do this nonsense where I prevent a damage, and then move it over. Prevent a damage to itself. So now they can kill it with this thing if they use that, which is okay. Yep. That's fine. So now I have to do this. Move this headdress over here. Dang, these lands are not helping. Ooh. Gain 3 life, draw a card is actually pretty bad for me. I mean, we'll try to do this thing. Okay. They actually saved me mana by not letting this re-equip, so that was an interesting mistake on their part. Okay, now I'm going to play this mountain, I think, which makes the Flame Jab a bit worse, but makes the Pyromatics a bit better, so they kind of cancel out. Got a lot of really good cards to draw here. Just not drawing any of them. I think I need to just do this. Not mess around with the other stuff, because I can't even save the other stuff anyway. There's the Flame Jab. Okay, so let's just kill the flyer, I guess, first off. Now let's attack for 2. Now let's Flame Jab this thing. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, they can do that. So I guess now we just save the Flame Jab stuff. They should be dying next turn here to the double Flame Jab plus... Okay. Dang. That's annoying. So I might have seriously messed up by spending that Flame Jab. So now if we draw a land... Ooh. Okay, no, we're good. So now if we go... replicate, whoops, 3 times. God, what a close game. That was really intense. Okay, a lot of interesting plays on both sides of that game, especially for me. I'm not sure I played that one super well. But, okay, let's see. Is this a matchup for the 8 mana 10/10? Could be. Seems like it could potentially do a lot of work. I'm not sure if they have too many ways to kill it. Let's try it. Take out like a 2-mana 2/1. Run it like this, I think. If they Damnation and Bearers on the battlefield, just everything dies. Very strong deck from the opponent. Okay. Gotta keep this. 2 lands, 1 of each color. Not to mention a couple 2-mana spells. Flame Jab, nice draw. Okay, let's see if we can draw land number 3 here. Sure, that's a good one for them. So this now means they have white mana. Good to note. Five mana, 3/3. Okay, I don't think I'm too worried about that just yet. This thing has menace, so we don't have to equip to attack, and equipping wouldn't actually do anything anyway. See if we can draw a land for our monk or our ghost. See if we can get clock back on our side too. That would be nice here. 3 damage. Okay, I just gotta take it. Sure. And now they have white mana to activate that, so that's a bit of a yikes. Can't kill that yet. I think I just have to take 6 next turn. Play this Bloodied Ghost here. If we draw some more lands, we could be in decent shape here. Okay, clock is now on our side. Faceless Butcher. Yikes. Okay, goodbye Bloodied Ghost. So I guess we now have a punish the enemy target if we ever get to land number 5. Sure. Land. Really needed a land there. I don't think this is winnable anymore. I'm going to attack with the Menace guy. Okay, we can kill that thing with the Flame Jab. Sure. Only that attacking has to be good for me. That draw was not good for me. Okay, Flame Jab you. Guess we want to equip this. Maybe we just pass. Let's just pass. We can just prevent a damage with this. If this thing ever gains flying, I'd pretty much instantly die. Okay. It's pretty bad for me too here. But they can't activate this, which is nice. Now let's just put this thing on, I don't know, this, I guess. Plains. It's not quite good enough here. What is under this again? It's the Bloodied Ghost. Okay. So yeah, we have to take 4 damage here. We can prevent 1, but that's not really good enough. Orazca Relic. Okay. Not sure why they tapped the Manalith, but I don't think that it was a good choice. I'm gonna take 1 damage. Manowar. Sure. Land. Never lucky. I think this is still my best play here. Yeah, so they just missed 3 damage that turn by tapping the Manalith. And again, I guess, they're really worried about the crackback here, even though I don't think I really have attacks. Okay, let's just get this Mirror Turbine into play. I'm not gonna use it this time. I don't think I have time to make attacks here. How are they up to 15 life? That seems like so many. Wonder if they have the Wrath in their hand. Spirewinder. Dang. Still not attacking with the flyer does not make sense to me. So I need to punish the enemy to get the Bloodied Ghost back. Ooh, I should have equipped this here, or I guess I can do that in a minute. But yeah, let's pass turn for now. Target player, target creature. Gotta turn off auto yields just in case. And oh, I missed preventing a damage. That was bad. But the rest was okay. Now what? I have no instance. Guess I need to equip this here. And then I can play. Maybe I do this. See what this does here. Okay, I think I'm fine with that. Pump this. Trade there. Pass turn, I think. Probably tapped wrong somewhere along the way. What is this? Some land. Thaumaturgist, okay. Sure. Ooh, I don't know why they just suddenly remembered that. Oh, this thing has flying now? Never mind. Never mind, we're looking pretty dead now. Yeah, so we take exactly 5. So I guess I punted that one by not preventing the damage, but I just don't think we were supposed to win that one. Good news is we've got 8 minutes on the clock for game 3. I think we're actually up on time. I don't think Bearer of the Heavens really makes sense. So let's just try this again and run it back. Alright, game number 3. Gonna play first. This hand is a little sketchy, but we're gonna keep it. If we can just draw planes, we should be fine. I do think we've got a decent number of planes in the deck. That was not one of them, unfortunately. Okay. Need to start drawing some lands or we're going to be in trouble. Like specifically 1 planes and then no more lands would be good. Okay. Yeah, I would like to draw planes here. Kingfisher. Land. Okay, it's a tapped land, but it is a land. I think I'm just going to equip. Could also just Pyromatics for 2. Actually, maybe that makes a little more sense. Replicate once. Give you a card. Not exactly what I'm hoping to do here. Okay. Attack. What does this do? Okay. Mana War this, sure. What does this say? +1/+1. Okay. Let's do that. That's a lot of mana. Okay. Well, I guess we have to punish the enemy on that thing. Okay. That didn't feel great, but it needed to happen. Life total's still relatively high for now. Taking 3 here. Sure. Okay. So now I think we can drop this thing. And this thing. I think I will trade these off if they let me. Okay. They don't have white mana yet, which is good. We get to equip. Whoops. It's 4 mana to equip, of course. Pass the turn. Hope nothing bad happens. Okay, we're gonna block and pump the toughness. Nope. Yep. Okay. I don't think we have a better play here. Nice. Okay. So now we get to mow down their board, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm happy enough if they go for a Wrath here. Now I'm gonna shoot this thing actually. Try to prevent them from drawing anything interactive. Oh god. That's terrifying. I guess I'm dead. So now they get to replay their mind control thing, and I just don't know how I won the game. Yeah. So my only hope is I draw another removal spell. Okay. So I can deal 2 damage to it. So if I draw a land and they have nothing, then I can kill it. Oh. Never mind. I guess now I just have 0 way to win at all. Which is unfortunate, but their deck is pretty good. They did like double mind control me, didn't they? Yeah, alright, that's game over, unfortunately. That's how it goes sometimes. Alright, playing a trophy leader in round number 3. We're going to play first here if it lets me click. Yes, I'm going to keep this. Hand is medium, but let's see what we can do. I'm not sure if we're going to cycle this or not. I think this card's probably pretty good. Sure. Gotta play the Craven Giant. Okay. Now I guess we're playing this flyer. This thing doesn't seem to be doing anything ever. Might be cycling the Renunciation here next turn. Aromatics for 2. Yeah, that's good. Attack for 1. Yep. You got it. Let's cycle first here. Okay, that was terrible. Terminate. So they just missed a damage there. Interesting. Their deck seems pretty darn good. It's going to be a tough one. read this. +3 +0 and trample. Seal of Fire. They just killed us. Super aggro. Okay. I guess I should start holding these lands because I have Flame Jab in my deck. There we go. Now what? Can you answer 2-3? I don't think you can. It does have Intimidate, so I guess I can't block it. And it's now a 6-2. Really wish this thing could block. Oh well. Gitu Encampment. That actually does work. Two-one red first striker blocks a 6-2 trample intimidate, also in red. Probably wishing they didn't burn that Seal of Fire now. Okay, take 7. No big deal. Gust, or Drill Skimmer, not Gust Skimmer. Okay. This can also block an Intimidator if it needs to. Okay, this is probably a bad sign. Just kill it. Yeah, okay. Well, we got a block. Take 5. Six total. And another spell here is probably just death for me. Yeah, I can't beat that card. I mean, I can block it, but the fact that it's going to have trample... Yeah. Are we dead on board? I think we are, because this is about to be an 8-3 trample regenerate. And even if I put 3 toughness, well, I guess I'm not dead on board. Just not ever winning. Take 5. Yeah, there's the Flame Jab, but it does not work when they can just regenerate this. Also, cannot Flame Jab 3 times in this spot. So, okay, so their deck is very, very good. We're going to bring in the Bearer in case we flood out like that again. Take out this... Whoops, not the Hulking Ogre. That card's fine. The Craven Giant. That one's the bad one. Tremor might actually be okay against this player. But I'm going to keep it in the sideboard for now. I think it's worse against me than them. I think this is a draw first matchup. Oh, Naginata, once again. Okay. We have a pretty nice aggressive curve here Phyrexian mana. Ooh. Well, I guess I'm dead. This thing is white, though, for the Guardian, right? I mean, we're about to take 6, they're about to take 6. Everybody's taking 6 here. Oh. Well. Never mind. I'm just going to play this now. If we draw exactly a plains later, we'll be able to double spell with these things. Taking 7. Is this 2 to equip? Wow, it really is busted. 7-2 trample. Blah. Okay, take 7. Let's drop our Guardian. We need them to have nothing. Also, I'm pretty sure this is white, but I'm not positive. No terminate, please. Please no terminate. What is this? Oh, it's a Carabid. Sure. Yeah, their deck is very good. Opponent appears to be checking whether the Legionnaire is monocolored or not, and it definitely is. Seal of Fire. Okay. No attack is nice. Pyromatics for 2. Okay. So we get to attack for 6 here. Pretty nice. They do get to Seal of Fire this at some point. Just 2 for winning themselves. Sure. Okay, so now this means we get to jam this thing. And they're basically dead here. So they either chump now. Yeah, and if they chump now, they're just in rough shape for the rest of the game. Gains haste. I don't think haste really matters here. Put 3 counters on it. No, you can have haste. So we've got the Renunciation. Okay, they're gonna attack. We don't have lethal on board, do we? No. So we need to play this thing. Attack like this, and then the Jeru's Renunciation is going to win us the game here. Okay, beginning of combat. I'm going to Jeru's you. Alright, game 3. Wonder if they will also choose to draw first. I don't think any of these cards are good enough, so we're going to run it back like this. They chose to play first. This hand has 1 land and a cycler, so there's an argument for it, but I think it's still just too bad. So ship it, keep this one. Probably bottom this thing. Okay, Flame Jab is nice. Ooh, okay, we even got a good hit for it. get to run this thing out. Okay, you have a 3/2. I think I'm just going to play the Venerable Monk here. Alright, Venerable Monk. Yeah, I don't think we have any need to attack here. They kill this, then this blocks and trades. If they kill this, then we block and trade here. Nice. Okay, so now we get to attack with the Venerable Monk, and then the Mirror Turbine is going to do the rest. Swamp Cycle, that's a good sign. Sure. Trying to figure out whether they can even attack correctly. In my opinion, decided they can't. I think this thing is good enough to play out. Any other land in that spot? I think probably not. Now we will try to trade. They do not accept, but I don't think they can beat the Mirror Turbine. I think their deck is going to struggle against that one, unless they have a way to destroy it, of course. Sure. It's good. It's not excellent. Kill the... Sure. So 4 mana terminate. I'm going to double block, but we don't even have to here. Okay. It's like the only card in our deck we can't play here, other than the huge guy, right? Okay. Fire this thing up again. Just don't even need to worry about whatever's going on here. This is lethal, I think. I assume they have a removal spell, but... Terminate the Sonic Burst. Okay. Fine by me. And a terminate on the land. Oh, Pyromatics, sure. Okay. Not bad, all told, for them. They're still in a very, very difficult spot. Tap 4, concede. Okay, sure. Alright, well, 2-1 with this deck. I think we could have done better, but that second round opponent's deck was unbelievable, and I happened to check too, and they were actually 2-0, so got paired up, which is a bit annoying, but still not the worst showing, and I think we did a good job pivoting into the right colors. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.